Hey guys, what up? Total Control 871. Let's see if we can get this to play without the audio being out of sync.
Just want to take a quick moment to say that I'm gay. I've been meaning to do this for a while now, but I finally feel comfortable enough to get it off my chest. I really have the best. Just want to
Let's see.
take a quick moment to say that I'm gay. I've been meaning to do this for a while now, but I finally feel comfortable enough to get it off my chest. I really have the best life. I got the best family, friends, and job a guy could ask for. I'm a pretty private person, so I hope you guys know that I'm really not doing this for attention. I just think that representation and visibility are so important. I actually hope that one day videos like this and the whole coming out process are just not necessary.
Now, NFL Commissioner Roger Goodell said in a statement today, quote, "The NFL family is proud of Carl for courageously sharing his truth today, representing matters." Look at this. He says, "We share his hope that someday soon statements like this will no longer be newsworthy as we march towards equality for the LGBTQ plus community." We wish Carl the best of luck for the upcoming season.
Well said. I agree, and quite frankly, one of the reasons why I wanted to do this particular episode was that I think Carl is going to get his wish, honestly. I wanted to do something for this episode. It's very, what do you call it, candid or non-planned or stuff like that. Now, they're calling Carl Nassib, the first active NFL person to come out that's gay. I want to know what happened to the black guy. And there's a reason why I'm calling him the black guy. It ties in with Carl's statement here. I have forgotten his name. It's my whole point. It's the whole impetus behind my making this video in response to Carl Nassib's video. You say that hopefully this being LGBT, being a gay man in sports, that's what I want to talk about. Being a gay man in sports, that's not going to be this big deal where it is required. It's not required. I mean, didn't have to do it, but you know what I mean. And yeah, now I think the guy, is it Sam? And is Sam in the last name or the first name? But what the hell? Let's start digging for it, shall we? Woo! Oh man, look at the mug on him. Actually, that's kind of how I like it. I don't like it when guys are too handsome. I don't know if that makes any sense to you. Here, we all got our preferences, right? That is quite the mug, beast. I guess you gotta have he's got his war face on, man, and he's coming for you on that field. You better run and hide. Let's see. What do we want to say here? We gotta find the black dude. Huh? Gay NFL players. Okay. You go. All right. Well, Carl comes up. I guess he's our freshest search. But where's our black guy? He was NFL, right? I'm not crazy, right? And boy, oh boy. Hold on, I don't want to... there we go. Michael Sam. There we go. I knew I wasn't crazy. Yeah, so Michael Sam. I knew the Sam was somewhere. The point that I am making here is that it was a huge, massive, big deal when Michael Sam came out the closet. I think he was... I don't know. He got a contract. So that's why I'm kind of confused as to why they're giving the title to Carl. I don't know. I don't know enough about sports and stuff. So I know he did. He did soon after go into retirement. Like I said, I don't know enough about. I don't follow the sport closely enough to tell you if his performance merited retaining his contract. I really don't know. I will say this though: the NFL, they were very eager. I think they were eager to make it work. Maybe there was a woke agenda there, and yeah. So what we're going to be talking about is homosexuality in sports, masculinity. So Carl, here we are. So I guess that'll settle for a side by side. Carl says that he wants a day where it's no big deal. I think your wish, if it isn't already granted, it's going to very soon be granted. I couldn't even remember Michael Sam's name, literally. And that's kind of why I wanted to record this, uncandid. My own personal reaction of showing the world that it's not that big a deal. I guess the purpose of the video today, if there are any closeted, most likely masculine like Carl and Michael here, who are in a closet feeling that, I wouldn't be surprised if men like Carl and Sam, I still want to call him Sam, Carl and Michael, they might be jealous and envious of what some might characterize as a limp-wristed faggot, They're spared the burden of having to make a declaration. They're pretty much born and everybody knows, no declaration needed. So maybe in those particular aspects they're a little jealous. Maybe yes, maybe no, I don't know. But don't be surprised if this time next year I'm like, oh, what's his name? I get it like if I get it backwards. Neil Carlson? What's his name? Neil Who is he? What? And I will have completely forgotten. So if there are any, on some odd chance that this video makes its way to, a pro sport person who is traditionally, masculine or whatever you want to call it, and they're worried about coming out the closet, don't be. I got the strangest feeling that it's probably not that big of a deal anymore. I couldn't even remember Michael's name. So, all right. This is a short episode. So one of the things that I wanted to also talk about, because I know we were talking about Noon Toon, the MMA boxer, who grab my second halls here. MMA. There have been a couple of MMA fighters. Again, don't ask me their level, how professional. I don't know, man. I like watching MMA, and it might surprise you. It's not for sexual reasons. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's not like I'm blind and I can't recognize a handsome guy when I see one. And like I say here, with these rugged mugs, I do tend to like rugged mugs. Faces with character. I like faces with character. If you're too pretty, then I'm not really. You begin to lose points, so to speak. What was it? Star Trek Enterprise? I always thought it was so weird that I had a crush on just about all the guys on the show except for the one guy that was actually handsome. Travis, the black guy, the helmsman, he was just beautiful. You know, that face. Does he do modeling? I don't know. I think he might do some modeling. I don't think the show used him enough either. I would have liked to have seen more of him, but anyway, Scott Bakula, that old he's got a weird funny face, and what do you call it, I would have had a crush on Malcolm, but he was such a whiny little bitch. I mean, his character was just always complaining about something that it was a huge turnoff. So, and of course, let's not even get into Star Trek Enterprise had a weirdly sexual vibe to it that, I don't know. I mean, it's true. I'm watching the original series now, and I'm seeing that. Anyway, I'm so far off topic right now, but I'm gonna say this before I move on. Trip, Charles Tucker, the engineer. Oh my God, that actor, he helped sell that blue Starfleet underwear, those boxer briefs. Oh my goodness, yes, sir. he helped sell those. Anyway, let me move on. So we're talking about professional sports, masculinity. Hopefully they our closeted players, because I'm gonna tell you right now, dude, oh my God, I bet they probably have enough gay NFL players to make their own fucking team, maybe a few teams. You know, it's I think there are a lot of them personally, and they keep each other's secrets. God bless. That's the way it should be. Never ever out anybody that doesn't want to be out. But I think it's gonna get very, very easy from here on out. My God, I mean, like, again, I don't want to sound like a broken record here, but hell, I couldn't even remember Michael. And this time, and I'm saying next year, shit, probably in a month or so, I won't even be able to remember Carl here. You know. Anyway. Let's take a closer look at masculinity in professional sports. Let's take a look at our MMA, shall we?
Alright guys, now we're going to talk about one of my favorite subjects, fighting off your back in the guard. Now, I personally have a leg injury that I suffered from a car accident. So I was forced to become a guard fighter because I could not establish the top position. So I have a few tricks I'd like to show you. Let's talk about principles first. Okay, when you're in the guard, do not let your opponent posture. Do not let him up there. If he is postured, open your guard. Open your guard. Open your guard. Push him off. Do not stay in the closed guard with a postured opponent.
Okay, so this is the position that basically plagues gay men, closeted gay men in MMA. Obviously, this closed guard position is not an issue for NFL and other sports. Let's just simply talk about it and call it what it is. It looks as if it's missionary sex. Obviously, it's not missionary sex, especially from what we're about to see here. It looks like he's about to simulate a hard elbow. Believe me, an elbow will fuck you up. Basically, this is all I really wanted to bring your attention to. It's sad. It really is. This one position it's just one of all the different types of positions that are done and performed in MMA. And like I say, when don't get me wrong, it's not like I'm blind and I can't recognize a handsome guy when I see one. But the thing is that when I go to watch MMA, it's like all of that just falls away, and wait, God, fuck, I didn't want to use this word, but I get drawn in. There you go. I was trying not to say sucked in. I get drawn into the match. I become very interested in what is happening. Um, it's not a sexual ordeal for me, including the closed guard position. I hope I don't find myself in hand-to-hand combat position situations, but hey, you never know, right? So I do find it useful information. So this is the one and only position that just seems to have, you know, because if either one of these men who right here, right now, okay,
Absolute, really important for those.
if either one of these men right now were to suddenly come out the closet, then the dynamic of what's happening would radically change and alter. Of course, like I said, I will be discussing adult sex ed, which obviously what's happening here has nothing at all to do with sex at all, but it's the connotation. You heterosexuals, you imprison yourself with all of these barriers and things. So we'll talk about that another time. There is so much to talk about because the reality is I have come to the conclusion that there's not a gay agenda to go around making straight men gay, because I still to this day I question if that's even really feasible. There is there is an agenda to emasculate men. Am I saying the right word, emasculate? Because emasculate has to do with, you know, like an emotional thing. I think it's much more than just emotional. I believe there is a cabal, a threat out there that wants to physically make men non-masculine. I do. I really, really do. And I don't think gay people are necessarily behind it. I believe the LGBT platform has been hijacked. It's been hijacked and it's being used for nefarious purposes, a nefarious agenda. And I hate to say it, but these, oh my God, these rainbow queens are not really smart enough to see everything, to see all the pieces of the chessboard and what's moving around. Right now, a lot in the LGBT community, they're just very, very happy to be getting all of their newfound equality and freedom. And that's great and everything, but I honestly don't think you're realizing you're not actually gaining. It's more of a trade. You're surrendering something to get something. Okay, I could go off into that. This is a short episode. I'm gonna see if I can round it out here at 20 minutes. So yeah, our instructors here, they're giving a very good instruction. Masculinity. There is no particular, you know, what is gay. Put it like this. Men such as the one we see here, then again, I don't know what their sexual orientation is, so wait, scratch that. Men like Michael Sam, men like look at that. It just says, see how quickly I forgot his name? Carl and Michael, you know, men like that who are, as far as I can tell, of a particular masculine persuasion. I have learned that the coming out process, it tends to be twofold. First, you come out admitting your sexual orientation, and then you have to later come to terms with your particular identity. It can be scary. Believe it or not, the coming out, the orientation part, in hindsight, can be the easy part. The identity part can be the scary part, because, you know, you're taking your hands off the control wheel and you don't know where it's going to take you. I suppose it is true. I could have ended up transsexual You don't know where you're going to land on the whole spectrum. You dig what I'm saying? But yeah, like I said, I am a man and very happy to be a man. I own my feminine attributes. I've had people tell me that they had no idea at all that I was gay. Okay, whatever. So there was a period in my life when, yeah, I was trying to, grab the control wheels and steer like, okay, well, if I'm going to be a fag, I want to be a fag that's like, something similar to Michael Sam or Carl Nassib, something masculine, and frankly, that just simply wasn't in my cards. So you come to terms with your own identity. So that's it. We're hitting 20 here. We're over 20, coming to 21. Yeah, guys. Congratulations to Carl Nassib. I'm glad that he's glad. I'm happy for his happiness. This business. I don't know. I want to talk about. I want to talk about this. Let me see. Grab what color ink. The black and brown color added to the rainbow. I'm not feeling it. I don't like it. To me, a man of color, it symbolizes insecurity. Okay? Insecurity. The pride rainbow none of the colors represent any races. Black and, frankly, I don't even know if it was Latino. I never heard of any Latinos bitching and complaining about discrimination within the gay community. There was how many years ago was this? It was about maybe 5 years ago. It was very cringe. I felt incredibly embarrassed as a gay black man. There was just these black queens, and I don't know if they were just these snow queens. Basically, they were complaining about, when we're in the gay clubs, none of the white guys are paying us any attention. It's like, dude. So I really don't know any other way of saying it. It's like you're screaming and complaining that you're a snow queen who isn't. Don't make me go blunt. Don't make me go blunt. Oh my Jesus. Like I said, it was cringe. It was so cringe. It was like you're screaming and complaining. It was like they weren't screaming, but they were just very, very. You'll have to forgive me because it's like it's another iteration of communism. How come there aren't any white men for me? I'm gonna have to save that. I'm sorry. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't have even talked about it now. I don't want to shit on poor Carl here. His moment in the sun. But yeah, I'm not a fan of the black and brown color added. I boycotted. I made sure that my gay pride shirts did not have the black and brown banner on it. I do boycott it. I'm serious. It's a symbol of insecurity. This black and brown color being added to the gay pride rainbow, it's basically saying, I don't feel secure enough, and white men aren't paying me attention enough, and I don't feel equal to other white gay men. And look at this. I said I was trying to leave this topic alone, and I'm not leaving it alone. It's because it's just so cringe and it's so outrageous. Carl, welcome to the family, baby. That's it for now, guys. Total Control 871. Happy Gay Pride.